Howdy, folks. I sure wish I could be with you at Fort Myers at the ACMA to share songs and stories in person this evening. But instead, here I am in my front porch in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I hope everybody's doing their best to be safe and taking this social distancing thing seriously. I know Ellen and I are doing that, and we're mighty glad to be here at home sheltering in place instead of stranded in the van somewhere along the way. I'm confident one of these days we'll get back to normal. I wish I knew when that day is going to come, but I'm confident it will. And until then, here are a few songs I wanted to share with you, a couple of new songs and one older one. Thanks so much to all the folks who make the ACMA happen, and to all of you who show up and support it. So here's one of the newer ones. California burns again, stoked by Santa Ana wind. Last night a crew got trapped and pinned like dancers on a wire. Just kids who took a summer hire. A hero runs toward the fire. Mother's lonely, angry son, shooting children one by one, empties out another gun, the body count climbs higher. But a student from the junior choir, a hero, runs toward the fire. I don't know you, but you're my brother. Our lives depend on one another. When we can't hide and it's too late to run, we have to go toward the gun. Where are the heroes who will lead our country in its gravest need? Whose duty comes before desire, who won't condone and won't conspire, who'll always call a liar, and bravely turn and face the fire. You don't know me, but I'm your brother. Our lives depend on one another. We can't hide, it's too late to run. We have to go toward the gun. A hero runs toward the fire. A hero runs toward the fire. A hero runs toward the fire. Hear the robins singing in the background. We'll probably hear a mourning dove or two, a white-winged dove or two. They're trying to nest in my gutters up here. Bless all the healthcare workers and the first responders, all the essential folks that are putting themselves in harm's way to keep things that have to happen happening. For the rest of us, let's just stay in and flatten the curve as much as we know how. I think that's the best thing we can do. About 6 years ago, we got as much of the family as possible together and helped my daddy move from the little town of ASCAP, New Mexico, about 3.5 hours just northwest of here, where he'd been living alone since Mama died back in 2000. Helped him move to Indiana to live with my sister and her husband, Elizabeth and Fleet, over in Brown County outside of Bloomington, Indiana. Daddy had Parkinson's, and he'd been doing pretty well for a lot of years, but he got to the point where he just couldn't manage on his own anymore. So it made more sense for him to live over there, and he did real well for for a number of years there. He's gone now, left us about almost a year and a half ago now. But Indiana was good for him. But what it meant for the family, among other things, was we had to dismantle the family house, figure out what we were going to do with all that stuff. I'm betting a lot of you have had that experience too. Well, here's how it went for our family. Sleeves rolled up, work gloves on, a dust mask on my face. It's time to sort and pack and load and ship my papa's place. Chunks of chain, hunks of board, a couple dozen scriptures of the Lord, things we can't, things we must. Under 40 years of dust. Chest waders with the feet cut off, hanging on the wall of my dad's garage. I don't know what he kept them for, but I'm pretty sure he never wore those chest waders with the feet cut off, unless maybe he lost his mind. When somebody goes through things of mine, no telling just what they'll find. That throne-shaped toilet paper holder really reeks of class. A Victorian era serving tray with dead moths under glass. What to keep, what to throw, who the heck is ever gonna know? What we pitch, what we save, take that secret to my grave. Wired with these pliers, I'll keep them for sure. And this pistol, mama's daddy carried in the war. But what to do with all this stuff? Every house already has enough. Give a bunch of things away and pity our own kids someday. There's chest waders with the feet cut off, hanging on the wall of my dad's garage. I don't know what he kept them for, but I'm pretty sure he never wore those chest waders with the feet cut off, unless maybe he lost his mind. But when somebody goes through things of mine, don't tell them just what they'll find. 'Cause I've got pay stubs clear back to the 60s, blue jeans that no longer fit me, and bags of rusty used guitar strings, projects left undone. Fallout from a jack of all trades, junk that hasn't budged in decades. In my mind the choir sings, you are your father's son. There you go. Well, I got one more song for you. It's a new one, a brand new one. This one, in fact, I wrote it on this last tour that we were just on, that we cut short and came home from a couple of weeks ago now. Anyhow, I told you Daddy's been gone almost a year and a half now, so I tried to phone my daddy, had the number halfway dialed. Seemed like I felt him pat my shoulder, and I turned around and smiled. Thought of all the 1,000 times I'd call him up and say, hello, Papa, what'd you do today? Well, I think he'd be proud of me, how much I'm like him. I reckon he's with Mama, now they're happy once again. But he tried hard to keep on living, but you know he had to pine. 20 years alone must seem the longest time. How do we go on without the people that we love. One foot after the other, no, they always wait for us. Face tomorrow, come tomorrow, slip the yoke of yesterday. All that matters is what you do today. My wife and I are getting older, our kids have grown and gone. We always wish they could go with us in this journey that we're on. They live their own lives, and it thrills me when one calls me up to say, hello, Papa, what'd you do today? How do we go on without the people that we love? It's one foot after the other, no, they always wait for us. Face tomorrow, come tomorrow, slip the yoke of yesterday. All that matters is what you do today. All that matters is what you do today. I tried to phone my daddy, had the number halfway dialed. Seemed like I felt him pat my shoulder, and I turned around and smiled. Hello, Papa. Well, folks, we're working on rescheduling my ACMA concert, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. My trio, the Limelighters, is supposed to play in Fort Myers on February 2nd, 2021. Please keep track of us. You can find me at danielboling.com. You can find the trio at limelighters.com. And looking forward to our paths crossing again. It's been a pleasure to be with you via the internet this evening, and I'm looking forward to seeing you live and in person somewhere. I hope real soon. Much love. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all stay safe.